Hello everyone, Luke Smith here, and it is Wednesday the 3rd of April, 35 past 10 in the PM. We're going to do an ED reading today. Dan Schneider, the creepy Nickelodeon guy who is into feet a lot. He was found out a few years ago, and it's recently found out again because he did a interview, and a lot more stuff has come out against him. So So Dan Schneider was the fat, greasy paedophile responsible for Nickelodeon's transition from a decent cartoon channel into a smorgasbord of terrible live-action sitcoms geared towards children, most of which contained transparent fetish fat material until they finally mercifully cut ties with Schneider in March of 2018. I think that's when people first found out about him and what he was up to. Schneider's work included Drake and Josh, All That, Sam and Cat, Victorious, iCarly, The Amanda Show, Zoe 101, Good Burger, Henry Danger, and the most recent, Game Shakers. It's a hell of a lot of stuff he's done. He's notorious for having a foot fetish, and has regularly featured questionable scenes in his shows, including young actresses' feet. Many wheels were broken during the making of his shows, and some have gone off to do more undesirable things to suppress the trauma brought on from Danny's iron fist of paedophilia power. Yeah, he got that. That's his mugshot right there, or his face. Dan Schneider, career Nickelodeon, formerly nationality American. Born 14th of January 1966, years active 1984 to present, so he's still going. He's been zero repercussions ever since. Early life. Before his time as a director, he used to be an actor for such shit like Make the Grade and Better Off Dead. Because being part of a movie with a kid wanting to kill himself for being a pussy at life totally helps at netting the sport for making TV kids shows. Seeing how they were all low budget and didn't get our subject through glue gold and enough glue gold, hire a permanent foot masseur. He instead got to thinking maybe the new direction for money would be for kids to act like idiots on TV instead of him. If he hit the G spot, he could get his money and have his power over the children like he always wanted. So after submitting all that show idea to Nickelodeon, which at the point wasn't technically overflowing out the cunt with sitcom semen, and was still sort of a cartoon channel, he waved goodbye to his acting career and dignity and hello to being a directing star. That's the thing is, to be fair, I didn't really watch Nickelodeon much when I was young, but I do know that it used to be good back in the day until he got hold of it. And it's like most of the shows on there at the minute is fucking shit. Television career. This is where he had truly blossomed into such a pegron of children's entertainment, and has the powers to prove it. The areas of entertainment dominated his life why should he go back to acting when he has children to do it for him, could get paid to do nothing and sitting on his own growing arse cheeks, can hoard CP secretly and never get caught doing it? ? Profit. Here are the quick summaries about all of his shows, not all of them on Nick, but shit's all the same. All That, a comedy sketch show in 1994, trying to rip off Mad TV and SNL. Mad TV, I hear, used to be really good back in the day. While failing because they didn't have Christopher Walken. That, and they failed in other things too. Several actors would go off and make their own shows once the shit ended, such as local druggie Amanda Bynes and the Edinburgh duo Keegan and Kel. Are they still going? Like, are they in like Good Burger 2? Or, I don't know. I haven't seen Good Burger 2 yet, and I need to watch it. The show was brought to life because Viacom wanted to make more money in 2002, and then was killed off again for good in 2005. The first 2 seasons were at least trying, but the last ones in 2002 and 2005 were abominations of the highest caliber. Keenan and Kel, not Keegan and Kel. The first real Schneider Schneider sitcom, starring the 2 N-words in All That. Each episode begins with a little description to set up the plot. Shenanigans into. Keegan's full of himself. Kel's a pussy retard who has an orange soda fetish, and the little sister has a crush on Kel. They also had made one movie of little worth to close off the series. I didn't know they had like a mini movie. And the theme song was made by a washed out rapper Kulu. Put simply, because the 2 niggas wanted to succeed at life and fail in it. To be fair, I did not mind Keegan and Kel. It's actually decent-ish. I think that was the only one I ended up watching. Guys Like Us. First sitcom by Schneider, not on Nickelodeon and not for children, which is basically the plot of 2.5 Men soul with 2 cut-hold bachelors trying to take care of a 6-year-old boy since his dad got a job overseas into Japan. The premise would be stolen by Schneider again to use as his CP fantasy paradise iCarly. Yeah, never heard of that one before. The Amanda Show. I've heard of this one before, but I haven't watched it. Another sketch show with a good old future druggie Amanda Bynes, along with other people that no one cares about. Same deal as All That, except somehow even shittier sketches, which had an I'm so random spew-inducing style of comedy. Schneider received so many awards from the Amanda Show alone that he uses them as anal plugs in his sleep to keep his pants shit free. There is a rumour that Dan knocked up an underage Amanda and then paid for her abortion, causing her to spurg out on Twitter several years ago. Not a very nice man, eh? What I Like About You. The last sitcom he made that wasn't on Nickelodeon, starring Amanda again, another comedic driveling crap bag of tricks, in which Amanda would be the only one recognisable by any fan, and Schneider's last show of Amanda to get CP from before she got the age of consent. Fucking hell. Drake and Josh, again, I heard about this one, haven't really watched it much. What many consider to be some of Schneider's best work. To be fair, it was actually a popular show, I believe, with 2 brothers at each other's throats all the time about a pointless family shit, and because they have 2 opposite personalities. One's a suave, heartbreaking Casanova wannabe who's dumb as a doorstop, and the other's a stickler for rules and a ceaseless sufferer that he can't get a girl to save his sex life. Add in Schneider's Lolly of the Year, Miranda Cosgrove, and you get the recipe for some of the best comedy this side of Rate My Brother. and Me did the same sort of opposite brothers premise, but on with two Nicholas. Fucking hell. So in other words, the idea was stolen from another show. Never mind, the brothers made an appearance in other Schneider shitfest, while Drake works on his failure band and got his stuck on Vine. Fine, that don't exist anymore. This needs updating. Zoe 101, another one that I've heard of, like another popular one. An example of Schneider's going back to hoarding CP once everyone else from the Amanda show was too old. This piece was about a girl trying to fit into a boarding school. Yep, that's it, with the N-word Leonard and Dweeb that hooks up with her in the end. The popular boy from the Cliché gang is all here. The fat ass himself makes a guest appearance in the last episode. Yeah, in other words, that's pretty narcissistic. The director making a cameo in one of his shows. Come on now. Rapidly becoming the Stan Lee of kills and shows. In 2007, Jamie Lynn Spears, isn't that Britney Spears' sister or brother? I don't know. Who plays Zoe Brooks on Zoe 101, was raped and impregnated by Dan Schneider, making Dan the father of Jamie Lynn's daughter Maddie. Jesus fucking Christ! So he's a rapist. Dan then had Jamie Lynn's boyfriend Casey, or it's a female then, claimed to be the father so Dan would get away with rape. What a scumbag. Star magazine wrote an article back in 2007 about how Spears' family insiders and friends thought of an older executive was the dad. Casey even doubted a few times that he was the dad and wanted Jamie Lynn to prove that he was the dad with a pregnancy test. Spears' family insiders and friends said that Casey was cheating on Jamie Lynn, which he did by hooking up with a hot 28-year-old cougar named Kelly Dawson. Casey denied hooking up with Kelly and Jamie, and Casey never slept with Kelly. Despite the large amounts of proof that show Casey did fuck Kelly. Britney Spears' ex-husband, so it's like same family. I knew it. It's like it was her sister. Britney Spears' ex-husband, who she was married for 55 hours. Jesus. Jason Alexander said that he has seen Kelly and Casey dating. Spears' family insiders and friends said that Jamie Lynn had an unsteady relationship with Casey, and which Jamie Lynn actually admitted. Alex Nicholas, that's Russian name I think, who played Nicole Bistel on Zoe 101, stopped being in the show in about 2006. It was reported that she was kicked off the show for fighting with Jamie Lynn and calling Jamie's sister Britney Spears is a whore or something. In 2007, when asked about Jamie's pregnancy, Alexia, not Alexander, she said that she quit the show because of an uncomfortable working environment. To be fair, like, behind the scenes on Zoe 101 sounds toxic as fuck to me. Because by reading this bit, Jesus. Which is funny because all the fighting with someone isn't something you call uncomfortable. Being molested or sexually harassed is something that you call uncomfortable. A decade later, Alexia Nicholas posted Me Too on Instagram. Okay, so she joined the movement, which is basically dead now. iCarly. See the article. Okay, yeah, I won't bother reading that because it's not part of this page. Victorious, again, see the damn article. Sam and Kat. Maidren Schneider thought he could potentially get arrested where he was stashing iCarly porn on his flash drives. So maybe fantasizing about of age girls and not being a paedophile for this brief moment would balance it out. Combine iCarly's dyke and Victor's retard, and you've got some more shit spewing out more than a leaking sewer pipe. Now with 60% more innuendos. Racy rumours. The show had led onto an early cancellation thanks to drama from having Jeanette's boobs leaked on the internet and having Nickelodeon and Danny Boy treating her like their personal television money slut. That and there were rumours of the Disdyke team butting heads over it, and Schneider being his glue self, not paying Jeanette enough because he really likes redheads sucking him off over the blonde. The show was put on hold and inevitably cancelled on the 14th of July 2014. To this day, the stupids of the internet still think that their argument got the show cancelled after only one season. Henry Danger. In a twist in Danny's attempted sexual escapades, with Schneider experimenting with his sexual orientation and wondering what porn of a teen boy in a tight superhero suit with an older gentleman in another tight suit fighting crime would be like. Oh, it's really a goofier version in Batman and Robin if Robin was the focus. Yeah, Snyder's hit Encyclopedia levels of creativity and comedy by now. The Adventures of Kid Danger. If Henry Danger wasn't enough shit to slate your appetite, Schneider created a spin-off animated series called The Adventures of Kid Danger, which premiered on Nickelodeon on the 15th of January 2018. Game Shakers. I think this is the last bit. The latest from Schneider's bakery oven stars two 12-year-old girls. Jesus Christ, he's going to be molesting them in other words. So it seems though Schneider has gone back to his roots and decided no amount of CP will ever be enough for the Gabe Newell of television. Prepare for the potential underage innuendos just like before, but from the mouths of even the younger girls. Game Shakers might be the most painfully unfunny turd had ever pinched from Schneider's lower orifice. And that's fucking saying something. The plot revolves around two little girls, who made a shitty looking mobile game involving narwhals, which inexplicably became popular after being made available for download on the internet, in a scripted show, not in the real world obviously. The third episode had numerous cameo appearances from real life YouTube video game reviewers, proving that once again that e-celebs will do anything for attention. In other words, they're grifting for a paedophile. The show also features the return of Keegan and Kel from Keegan and Kel, who apparently has nothing better to do after losing it out on the Saturday Night Live to Keegan. In March 2016, Nickelodeon renewed Game Shakers for a second cringe-inducing season. Somehow it was renewed again for a third season on the 16th of November 2016. Wow, like 2 seasons in 1 year, Jesus. And the third season would premiere on Nickelodeon on... okay, so here we just green that, okay. It wasn't 2 in 1 year. Premiered on Nickelodeon on February 10th 2018. It's unknown what dirt Schneider must have on his executives to be allowed to keep churning out the shit to be aired, but the good news is the third season will be the last. There's the videos. This is like the newer one. This is like the interview that someone did on him. You can see he's lost a ton of fucking weight. Jesus Christ, he did his hell pretty good, but he's still a paedophile. No matter what he looks like, he's still a paedophile. got some other videos here. Also another documentary called Cry on Set goes into a lot of details about him as well. See also Bella and the Bulldogs. While not made by Danny, it was rather made by someone following in his sexual footsteps. Butch Hardman, Child Abuse, Chris Savino, Drake and Josh, Foot Fetish, Fred. Those Nickelodeon career Schneider personally began an invitation to appear on iCarly. Yeah, Fred was a YouTuber when he started. iCarly, John something, Nickelodeon, Pedophile, Steve Morell, Victorious, and then yeah, you got the external links like Dan's official Twitter account, his Instagram and his website, which I believe are still up. Like, to be fair, there's no reason why they should be down. Let's have a look. Yeah. No, it's say he hasn't got a blue badge, which is weird because they've probably taken it away from him when he when they found out he was a paedophile. And yeah, it's still on it. Okay, he's still got his tick on there. Yep, right. Alright, so Downside is part of a series on television, part of a series on child abuse, part of a series on surprise sex, and part of a series on use. Last updated on the 25th of March 2024. So yeah, that was it for this one, about 20 minutes worth. Yeah, he's a bit of a nasty man, into feet a lot, but obviously back in the day we completely blew over our childish little minds because we was little children and we didn't understand what was really going on, but now we're grown ups, so now we know what is really going on. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Tomorrow I'll be having the another Disney vlog, another how to get there style vlog, because I didn't record one on my way there, so I'll be doing it here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.